What is up, guys? Finesse Father here. Today we have a game in the Gremy. My poor Gremy is going to be hit with the Nerfed bat. I'm not necessarily a fan of it. The AP penetration is going to go down, and it's going to lose some of its DPM. Now, granted, not a major change, but it is going to lose some. If you guys have played any other games where they have updates, if you notice in some other games, crossout is the one I'm speaking of specifically. You know, I'm used to in wargaming when they have an update, they're like, oh, we nerfed it by, your turret rotation is slowed down by 0.12%. And everybody's like, oh my god. Well, in other games, okay, crossout for example, they'll do something like, we reduced turret traverse by 60%. I mean, it is big sweeping changes. And whenever I get a nerf in wargaming on something I like, I'm just like, it could be worse, it could be a different game. So I kind of take it in stride. It's not necessarily, a deal breaker for me. I'm still going to enjoy this ship. But, what can you do? So right off the jump there, fellas, we are going to shoot some torps there at that cloud, because that's generally what you should do. You don't want to, have DDs running around here reckless eyeballing. So you really need to lay the hammer down on them pretty quick. We're kind of posted up here. We're waiting on a reload. We want to see what happens with these fish. We're kind of interested to see if anything particularly goes south for the bad guys. We're waiting on the earth-shattering kaboom, so to speak. The torps are on their way back up. We're getting there. And we're kind of laying in wait in case this gentleman here wants to bend this corner. It does look like he has torps inbound towards his current location. But you know what? He could always have more, if for some reason he finesses those. And like I always said, guys, oh, nice one. It's very difficult to connect with cruisers with torps because they are so maneuverable, and a lot of times they end up having, the hydroacoustic, and they have, planes, and so on and so forth, and it just it makes it a little tougher. Bam! Super Bowl rings. All right, we're at 44K already. That is fantastic. We have no idea who we killed. No idea. Somebody's sitting in the ball channel. We don't know. It's fine. It'll be okay. Now we do have Clemson right here on our 6 o'clock. Not a fan of this gentleman right here being in this given position. He is on our 6. That is the least desirable place for him to be. And we're going to go ahead and get Oscar Mike here, start turning, and try to get the guns on the right-hand side of the ship. Now, granted, of course, this game in particular was made before Badger, a subscriber, decided to tell me about Preset 3 on the controller scheme where you can lock your guns in place, which I would highly recommend you folks would check out. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't just slam on the brakes there. Woo! Finesse! And now we're going to go ahead and line these guns up. And the guns, guys, on the Gremy literally are slower than some battleships as far as to aim in. Not aim in, but traverse, excuse me. So you do kind of have to deal with that. But it's okay. And, if going back to the Preset 3, if you have gun lock, the ship is so maneuverable you can kind of whip it around to either side. So it doesn't matter too much which side the guns are on. You can just keep them on the same side all the time, which is what I do currently. We have a gentleman here on my 6 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and throw a spread of fish towards his given location, and we're going to keep one in our back pocket just in case. It looks like he's going out of range there. They are still firing at me. They have no earthly idea where I am. This is the effect I have on people in general, I believe. We're going to try to maybe get this lined up, see if we can get him to maintain the same course. We're going to go ahead and throw that and just kind of go the opposite direction. It's World of Warships in the Gremy is essentially one big Dukes of Hazzard video, because you're going around, you're launching fish. They're like, we're going to get them Duke boys, and then boom, you're on the other flank. So that's kind of how it is. The DDs are essentially the light/medium tanks of the game. And I dig it. I dig it a lot. So we're going to put some rounds here. We're going to be in cover in a moment, so we're not really too worried about, taking a lot of return fire here from these fellas. Derp that right into the ground. And like I always say, guys, sometimes it goes over, sometimes it doesn't, even though that symbol's up there. Boom! Managed to connect with somebody else. We're up to 57. Man, we are balling on the damage today. People are catching fish. And we've got more fish yet in store. This gentleman thinks I'm on a reload. And that's the thing. Sometimes I like to stagger the fish. That way, you know, if somebody decides to get a wild hair up their butt, rush me, what have you, I will have some pain waiting on him. And that is kind of the case right there. Hopefully, he'll end up running into those fish. As you can see there, he is turning like a boss. And now we're kind of waiting to see if they kind of creep up on the other side of this island. If they don't creep up, I'm going to creep up. Somebody's getting crept on. It looks like we're going to take this one right here. Yep, boom. We took it right in the side. Go ahead and patch that hole. It wasn't too bad. It didn't do a whole lot of damage. So it must have been... Maybe it was off of this guy. Maybe he's unupgraded. I don't know. Either way, we're going to put some rounds on him here. We're kind of in trouble. You don't ever want to be in a situation where, you know, you have to outgun, you know, a fast-firing DD. You don't want to be in that position. And so that's why we're kind of backing out here. We're going to have Torps up here in just a second. We're going to throw him. This guy is heading back to the water garage, whether he knows it or not. He thinks, once again, I'm reloading. And lo and behold, we've got Tres Torps coming right up into him there. And we whacked him a couple of times, and he is not a fan of our given situation. We set him on fire. We have... we're in trouble right now. This is the definition of trouble. This guy is coming into the smoke. We've had it happen before. What we're going to do here, folks, is get on the other side of his guns. Because his guns were, as you saw, turned the opposite way. And we're going to point blank torp his buttocks. He is gone back to the water garage. Post haste. Super Bowl rings for me. No Super Bowl rings for him. Moving on. 99K. What can we do with that? Can we go even further with that? I don't know. I actually do know. I've seen the end of the game. But I feel like, you know, we could maybe get out here. And guys, just because you get 99K, don't stop. Keep pushing. Make it happen. Throw torps. Take, you know, risky shots. Whatever you've got to do. Just to go out there and get the damage and whatnot. I mean, yeah, there is only one guy left on the map. But still, you know, if you can go out there, stack some more damage, I mean, do it. Make it happen. I mean, you know, you're out here. Like I said, you know, before, in the end game, it is all about you. Early and mid is about the team. End game is about you getting yours. And, you know, even if you're surrounded and it's, you know, 7, 8 to 1, it's still about you. You know what I mean? Because you need to get all the damage you can before you go out. You just need to go out there. You need to make it happen and what have you. So, yeah, but, you know, we had a good game. We enjoyed ourselves there. 242,000. 99,812 damage caused. We really went out there. We laid the smack down. Guys, I really hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. Make sure to stop by the stream Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. We will see you guys on the flippity flop.